I hope you're learning a thing or two about flowers here this morning in the greenhouse at Samara Floral Co. in Negaunee. We're just taking a walk through the greenhouse, and Shayla's explaining what all of them are, what they're great for. I mean, some of these weddings, it's wedding season, so lots of these are being seen right now in bouquets and stuff. And we left off right here. We paused. So let's continue.
Yeah. All right. Well, these are cosmos, but these are also cosmos over here.
Oh, my goodness. So it's a very different cosmos.
Yeah, very different. And what's fun about these is that they're orange, but they also are good. You can dye fabric with these.
Wow.
So you can collect the blossoms and boil them up and then put like raw silk in there and dye them orange.
Have you done that?
I have, yeah.
That is really cool. So
A natural dye.
I love this flower here.
Also a cosmo.
Also a cosmo.
They're called cupcake cosmos, and they're so cute the way they. Yeah.
I love a cupcake, so I of course I'm drawn to the cupcake cosmo. It's my flower. It's so pretty.
All right. This one looks like a teacup on a saucer.
Like a little ballerina.
It does.
Yeah.
I love that.
All right, what do we have next?
We have China asters.
China asters.
Yes, so there's a wide variety of these as well. These are more of a compact variety, and then down there you can kind of see the quilled petals.
It's like a firework.
Yes, they're so fun.
They are so fun.
And I guess the thing about gardening, like as you kind of roll through with the camera, you can see like yellow spots and greener spots, and that's all the trial and error part that Tia was talking about. And this right here is actually a virus that's transmitted from leafhoppers called aster yellows. Leafhoppers are carried, they're like these little tiny little grasshoppers carried up in the wind from down south.
Oh.
And they carry like a virus inside of them that when they chomp on the plant, it's transmitted, and then it causes it to be mutated like this.
Oh my goodness.
So is that a bad thing, or is it it's just a mutation and it's okay?
No, I mean, because that flower should look like this flower.
Yeah.
So it kind of dwarfed it from growing.
Yeah, and as a gardener, if I were to cut this and then cut this, it would spread that virus to this flower.
Okay.
So some things you want to be aware of when you're gardening. Like if you see something weird, don't cut into it and then transfer it to another plant. You'd want to clean your scissors with some bleach.
Okay.
In between cuts.
And for somebody who is just starting out in gardening, I mean, you talked earlier that people sometimes really, they want to do it, but they're intimidated, not sure where to start. And during the break, you were saying, start small.
Yeah.
Don't go all, like, don't create a giant greenhouse on day one.
Yeah.
So what's small? What are we talking about? How many plants? Because I told her, I said, listen, I'm all in or I'm out.
Yeah. Well, Elizabeth was saying she has a big garden area that she could garden. I was like, start with half.
Yeah, start with half. And I'm like, oh, I don't like that plan.
I think because gardening takes a lot of, once you get it set up, it's not a lot of work. Like every day I just come in on I come weekly and weed.
Okay.
And I have a timer set up for my water, so it waters automatically. So it's pretty carefree, but I am in here every day.
Sure.
But when you start a new garden, it's like weekly, bi-weekly weeding.
Sure.
And it takes a long time. And it doesn't feel as rewarding if it looks crappy.
Right.
So if you start small and you can care for it, maintain it, and it looks pretty,
Yeah.
then you can expand little bit every year.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. I just don't know if I have the personality to do that.
Let me tell you, it's discouraging when your garden doesn't look good. You're like, oh, don't look over there.
Yeah.
It's like a dirty room in your house. You know, you just want to
So
close
true.
the door on it.
Oh, yeah. Now, these are they not blue? They're not in bloom yet, or this is what they look like?
These are gladiolas.
Okay.
They're mini glads, and it's not quite in bloom yet.
Okay.
So that's the bud.
What color are they going to be?
Oh, they're going to be a variety of color. Yeah,
Cool.
I think I just got a mix this year because I just wasn't sure what to do.
Yeah.
So I was late at purchasing things, and so all the good ones are gone.
It's got to be so fun to come in, like you said, once a week, once a day, and see all the new blooms, and you talk to your plants and like encourage them and like, oh, you're looking beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, and the walk is like just around the corner from the shop, and so it gives us, you know how you have a morning commute? It's like this nice little commute where you get to like reframe your mind, come in the greenhouse, and then walk back to the shop and like get ready for retail world, and it's really peaceful. Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm jealous of that morning routine you have. We have to take another break. We're not even, are we halfway through? We might have made it halfway through at this point. We have so many to look at, but we also want to learn about clipping and putting a bouquet together, so we'll zip through the next half and see how far we get. We'll be right back.